So I was looking at the governor's website for executive orders, knowing that the most recent COVID emergency that he declared a disaster expired January 6th, and his website doesn't have the most recent executive order, nor does another website that compiles all those orders. But apparently, the Illinois Municipal League got the memo, and he did extend the COVID-19 disaster for yet another month. So here we are, rapidly approaching a full 3 years of Governor J.B. Pritzker managing the states through executive orders and disaster proclamations. Jessica Hockett, who on Twitter goes by Emma Woodhouse, she has a Substack, and she went and delved back into a 2019 forum with the Economic Club of Chicago that Pritzker took part in. And apparently, Pritzker telegraphed a bit about using emergency declarations in an answer to the first question. And here's just some of that.
I have to tell you, I love the job, and it's for maybe a corny reason. But, you know, the idea that you can wake up in the morning and know that you can have an enormously positive effect on people's lives every single day, I mean, that's an amazing thing to wake up to think about. And it isn't just about making everything positive for everybody in the state. It's also protecting people against the ills that are coming at them. We have emergencies in the state. I have the ability to address problems on a daily, hourly, minute-by-minute basis. And I'll give you just one example. The measles outbreak that we're all aware of at the beginning of the year. This was a national crisis. We heard about a state of emergency in the city of New York. And this is something that every state needed to jump on immediately. So I didn't realize, and I was only in office for a couple of weeks at that point, I did not realize that that I had the ability to immediately tackle this problem. That I had a department, public health, I knew that, but I also had some amazing people who work at the Department of Public Health. We have an immunization program in the state, although I will point out my predecessor pulled us out of the federal program.
So again, this was in 2019 with Governor J.B. Pritzker talking about how he didn't realize he had the powers that he ultimately, months later after this, implemented using the COVID-19 disaster proclamations to manage the states, shut down schools, shut down businesses, impact education, impact the economy, line up to get all kinds of federal dollars from COVID-19 relief. He also went on to say that these were all things I didn't need the legislature for, and they were all things that I could do nearly immediately as governor. So, again, Jessica Hockett, E. Woodhouse on Twitter, finding that from 2019 as the governor, re-ups another disaster proclamation. What is it now, the 38th one? We're going on almost 3 years now of COVID-19 disaster proclamations and executive orders ranging all over the place. So, it continues. Hey, I'll be back tomorrow. We've got, of course, a lot of action to cover from the State House, but we've got the Council Roundup and more. Have a great day. It's 9 o'clock.
From the Fly SPI Studios, take the easy way out. WMAY FM.